I just wanted to add that in there. Let me see if I can get some better lighting. Hold on. I don't know. I like this better. I don't know why, but yeah. I say peace, love, light, and healing. What's the word, y'all? How y'all doing? It's a beautiful Tuesday. For us, it was a bit rainy in Chicago. If you're not watching from Chicago, hope y'all having a good day, a great day. And it's not too crazy with the weather where y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Parts of the world is going crazy right now because how the world shifting. And if you know, you know. But we're gonna get to that eventually. Just want to say Ashe to y'all, of course. Peace to the guys and goddesses. Ashe, Ashe. But this is the second video. If you haven't watched the first video yet, go check it out. Drop the first video talking about being a good person. You know what I'm saying? Something simple. You know, because a lot of things in this world I feel like are simple, but a lot of people, don't treat it as important, so they make it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like same, it's similar to common sense ain't so common. So this video I wanted to talk a little bit about death. Right? Death is inevitable. Death is common. In our lives. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people wish it wasn't. Everybody at one point might have wished death wasn't real or death wasn't around the corner for us, or a lot of us wish our past loved ones haven't passed away. You know how it be sometimes, right? So, and even if you watch it and if you haven't got over that feeling yet, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give a little insight on death. I'm going to give my insight, and then I'm going to give the spiritual insight, the information that I've learned from what I've researched and tapped into. My insight is that being who we are as people, as human beings, right? We've been taught as kids that death was something that we have to make sure we keep in the back of our minds to when we're doing something in our lives that's supposed to lead us to success, when we're taking opportunities that's supposed to lead us to where we're supposed to be, quote unquote, that our death is supposed to be somewhere where people could remember us by, and that's it. You want to be remembered, right? After death, make sure you do something that work your ass off half your life, or majority of your life, so that when you die, you can be remembered for this one thing, right? Other than that, if you die, nobody gives a fuck about you. That's crazy because that's kind of something that can keep you on the edge while you living, because it's like, I don't want to die a nobody. I don't want to die a sucker. I don't want to die just not being remembered. I want to be remembered. Everybody has that feeling. A lot of people do a lot of stupid shit online. They backdoor, they backstab just so they can be remembered as somebody, or they do things that's not of their nature, who they are, just to be remembered. That kind of puts people in a crazy way of living when you think about it, because it's like, wow. I say, my fault. My shit had died. Uh, I was kind of playing with fire. My shit was on 5%. I was like, fuck it, because I just, I don't be caring sometimes, but that's what happened. But it's on the charger now. I got it to where I'm gonna have it charging, and I can record. So let's do it. Back to what I was saying, about death. My about my insight. Putting people in this way, in this mindset, making people think they have they have to do crazy things, making people think they have to connect with certain people, act a certain way, be tatted up, get BBLs, all this crazy stuff. We see that everywhere now, and it's because we have this way of thinking, or society does. Majority of society, especially our age, we have to die living life the wrong way. Second of all, we have to die being somebody when we don't realize that we are already somebody. A lot of people die, and they don't be really they don't be really happy, only because they fulfilled their egos need, but they never fulfilled the need to be who they truly are. A lot of people died not knowing who they are. And that's what leads me to the spiritual aspect of death. Because spirituality talks about what happens after death, what death really is, really. Death is just another step up in life. Being an awakened being, being tapped in, knowing what I know, death is really the gateway to living. Because, think about it, the world we live in now, this cannot be the world we live in that you would want to live in, that you want your kids to grow up in, if you don't have kids already. Mass suicides, mass genocides. All we do as a country is go and kill and conquer other countries and take over their resources. You feel me? Kill them by the thousands. You feel me? Look at the food they give us. Look what's in the products in the food they give us. Look at the ingredients in every product damn near in the store. Look at what's getting recalled. Look at the medicine. Look how they handle shit. Look at ICE. You can name a bunch of examples of why we're not living in heaven and then why we're not living. If our bodies are slowly aging to just wait to turn into a vegetable one day, how is that living? How are you living? Our souls are trapped in this vessel, this body right here, right? First of all, a lot of us came down here to experience this reality for what it is. We came out here to help other people awaken, as so as ourselves, to experience. When you die, it's just your soul going back to where it came from. Because think about it, if you have a soul, which a lot of people don't, so a lot of people who don't have a soul won't resonate with this video. But if you're a good person, if you have a soul, you understand what I'm saying. Your soul is energy, right? That's what your soul is. It's energy. That's what having my body do all this right now. If I didn't have a soul, I'd just be dead. I still have my spirit, but you know what I'm saying? I'd just be pale, dead, and dumb as hell. You feel me? Your soul is energy. And energy what? Can't be created nor destroyed. So where you think your soul is gonna go? It's not gonna be trapped in no fucking casket, no box, 6 feet under the ground, which they don't even they take corpse. And first of all, that's hold on the story. But your soul, if it's energy, and nothing can trap this soul, this energy. You can't trap it, you can't tame it, nothing. It's gonna go where it came from because it's a piece of universal energy, technology, a piece of power, godly power, etc., whatever you want to call it. It's not gonna stay in no casket, right? Nobody ever thinks about that. Nobody ever thinks about their soul. Nobody talks about the soul, right? They just talk about death in their bodies. They just talk about the physical. But if you have a soul, your soul returns back to the universe, where all the energy comes from, where you came from, right? The Bible talks about heaven or hell, right? They tell you in the Bible that if you don't live righteous, you're going to go and become either first of all, I think you become one of the devil's workers, technically, because if you're a bad person and you're a mischievous person, you go to hell, wouldn't he just recruit you rather than just make you burn? The only way you will burn in hell is if, I don't know, that whole side fucks me up. But technically, if you don't live righteous, you go to hell. That's it. You suffer for eternity. If you do good in life and you obey, you go to heaven. Nobody ever questions why you have to obey and do everything that the white man in the sky says for you to go to heaven. And if you don't, you're going to go to his cousin, his brother that's down there, who's just as powerful. So if the devil is the one in control of earth, allowing these things to roam free, because we know about all the evil shit going crazy, how is this living? You feel me? Death is the true living. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think death is to you? Don't just tell me research or logic. Tell me what you think, just off the top of your head, without what you've researched, anything. What is your insight that didn't tell me what you got, what you researched? You know what I'm saying? I want to hear what y'all say in the comments. I love seeing the comments. Woo out the bam. I hope y'all doing great. Like I said, I say peace and abundance and light to y'all. I'm sending great energy to y'all through the screen. You gotta accept it though. You feel me? I hope y'all tapping in, meditating. You feel me? Keep tapping in. And if you haven't meditated, and if you feel clustered, maybe you got some energy built up, just take a second, a couple seconds at least. Take 5 deep breaths. You feel me? Or go sit down. Just take 5 minutes. Close your eyes. Zone everything out. You know what I'm saying? And let your mind go. I'm out of here. Mosque out. Ashe. Bow.